Hey everybody, this is Grace. I'm just now leaving the mall. I am just taking care of business. I went to the pharmacy, picked up my Lasix. I think it's what it's called. I just was in the hospital last night. I went in the evening. It was nighttime by the time I left. And they had finally, after May of 2023, I first went to ER, not that ER, but a ER, an ER. Hello. And I was having problems. It was gross stuff, but it was about my stomach, and it was really swollen. And here it is. That was in 2023, May. Beginning of May. It was 1st, 2nd, or 3rd of May 2023. And here it is all this time later. Not anybody had diagnosed, well, a couple of providers that they said maybe it's, but anyway, this doctor finally, after all that time, this is March of 2025. Okay, do the math. That one of them said, I know exactly what this is after running the test and everything and seeing me, hearing me, all this. Put me on Lasix since yesterday morning. Don't know what I was weighing when I went in, during the evening, but yesterday morning, since then, until this morning, almost 5 pounds have been of fluid. A lot of us call it water weight, but no, it's fluid. They made a distinction. Yeah, all that time, finally, this somebody diagnosed it right and did the right thing. So I went to pick up my Lasix pills. That was yesterday. What they did at the hospital, ER, they did an injection of Lasix, and that is to get this, fluid off of me. I have about 50 pounds altogether. It would be around 50 pounds off. 50 pounds they need to take off. I was weighing 50 pounds, about 50 pounds less when all this started back in that year, 2023. Well, I know for certain I was 50 pounds less at the end of 2022. And you would think somebody been watching all this and paying attention, all these doctors, all these ER visits, that then they're connected, they can get the medical records, they know their own medical records, all the tests, everything. Like the doctor said, I talked to the doctor last night that diagnosed this. I said, I didn't even know that I was anemic until, and I said the other doctor's name, my new PCP, I said, until he told me. He says, you had been, apparently he looked it up at that time, you had been anemic for like 6 months. And I said, yeah. That's what he had told me too. And nobody, all those providers I'd seen, the times I was in the ER, they have the records and everything, and nobody had mentioned it to me. This is the failure of this system, man. Big time failure. So, really, who knows what else is going on with me that nobody mentions, nobody diagnoses right. Probably a lot. Yeah. But anyway, taking the Lasix was such a relief because yesterday it started off with me going to physical therapy. Well, it started off before then. But as far as yesterday, I went to physical therapy, and I had to get an eval, again, because it was 1 month, even though I haven't been because of the shortness of breath and the, health problems and everything. I'd only been maybe 2 or 3 times. And she said, even so, we have to do it once a month. Have to do a re-eval. And all the things I checked off on the little pad they give, it was bad. They were bad, that I still don't have this, I still don't have that. Because I've only been 2 or 3 times. Well, how many times was it? I was so, because of all the health problems, I don't remember a lot that was going on, seriously, that had been going on, because it was just so much, so unbelievably much that was going on. But anyway, I think it was 3 times. Yeah. It was a lot of stuff. But anyway, on the way there, on my drive there, I was fine. And I had been having, shortness of breath, all this stuff, and it come and it go and all that. And, like I told her, or maybe that was the 3rd time, because I said, anytime that I walk, I have to go to the physical therapy place, and I have to walk a bit. I ride the elevator, I have to walk in, then get to the elevator, go up, walk to the physical therapy place. And I told her, I said, this is, when I would experience the shortness of breath more often. Anytime I have to go walk into some place, it's not going to be a short distance, okay? So, it's not a really extremely long distance either, but still, this is a busy place, a busy area. Anyway, so yesterday I got into the building, and I had to sit down, shortness of breath, and then I rode the elevator. Once I got in the elevator to go up, I had walked and I had stopped. It was so bad. The shortness of breath was so unbelievably bad. Okay, and then I kept having to stop down the hall to go get to the physical therapy room, place. Just walking down the hall, and then there was a woman. She was dressed like a nurse, and she worked in a different place, and she was walking the hall. She said, "Ma'am, are you okay?" And I said, "Oh, I'm okay. I'm here for I'm here for physical therapy." Wow, come on, car, jump. And she walked a little bit. She goes, "No, ma'am, are you okay?" She said, "You don't seem okay." I said, "Yeah, I'm in physical therapy." She says, "Will you take your time? Take your time." And then I went to the restroom, and there was the person she was with her daughter who had, was with me in the elevator. She was in there, and I'm standing up just leaning. She goes, "Ma'am, are you okay?" I must have looked really, really bad. But I was breathing heavy because of the shortness of breath, too. And I told her, and she said, "Oh, are you sure you're okay?" She was really like, "Okay." Anyway, so I made it there, and I sat down as soon as I walked in. And I told that had happened before, that I got there, and I just had to sit down. That's it. That was it. Because of shortness of breath. And anyway, so when the physical therapist, she had to do that evaluation, evaluation of how, because we're working on my leg muscles, and she said, "You are very swollen." I said, "Yeah," but I hadn't noticed as much as it was yesterday. It was unbelievable. And anyway, from there, I knew this was going to happen, what it is, because, I'm not stupid, but are all these healthcare providers that I've seen, are they that stupid? I really knew what was coming. I really felt it, and I've talked to them about it, the swelling, don't think that I'm leaving them clueless, but it's like some weirdness, really weirdness, that they cannot, I don't know what to say anymore. I've said over all these almost 2 years, I really don't know what to say about this anymore, that I haven't said already, at least. But anyway, so so from there, I had already planned the day before I was going to go to an urgent care, within the system, and because my one of my new PCB, sometimes he works at one of them. Just so much detail that I want to leave out, but basically I was going to do what I needed to do, and then, but the day before, which was when I was going to go, I fell asleep because I wasn't able to sleep because of this shortness of breath and all this stuff. I wasn't able to sleep much, and I hadn't been for a while. Able to sleep much at night. And I've been telling this about the bouncy house beds. Finally got a mattress that had to use a mattress we had upstairs. Had to take it downstairs. It's like around 7 years old, and go back to that old mattress, and because we had 2 new ones, and they're bouncy houses. What is this crap that they're selling as mattresses these days? I'm not saying all of them. I'm just saying the ones I got. Crap, brand new bouncy houses, and so little bit of, it's just springs, plastic even, and so little of the foam to make it what it's supposed to be, a soft mattress. That's not a soft mattress. It's just bouncy house. Anyway, I had mentioned a whole lot about that, but I wasn't able to really elevate my feet like I have been all these, since it all started. And they knew that I had edema, and they would say about, to elevate my feet. And I have one of those wedges that elevates, put on the bed, elevates my feet. But I was not able to really use it that great. Or at one point I had to take it off because of the bouncy house bed. It would like fold up. I had Adam sit on it, and didn't tell him why I wanted him to sit on it. He was like, "Whoa, it's like where your lap is. You would have all of a sudden wings. The bed would come up like wings. You dip way far down inside." And he's not a big man. I wanted to see if it did the same thing to him. And yeah, So anyway, let's get back to the physical therapist. She kept saying, "Look, I cannot diagnose you. She said, but your symptoms are consistent with chronic, not chronic. I always get this backwards. Is it congested or congestive heart failure? And that's what I suspected. That's what I suspected. One nurse and I think the other one was a doctor. They suspected it but did nothing. Okay, one of them I can understand because it was but still at the same time they should have done something. But I've seen so many. I've been in the ERs so many times with associate things that now, of course, I know are associated because, yeah, you guessed it. It was diagnosed yesterday in the evening. Like I said, and I said that earlier, I've made 2 videos today. If I'm getting confused, that's okay. But anyway, I've mentioned all this stuff in the other video. So, anyway, so after the physical therapist, I went home. Well, I went to get something to eat because it was afternoon. And I went to get something to eat. Went home and fell asleep. Fell asleep. Finally, I was able to sleep a little bit. And that's how it has been lately. I'd be able to sleep like an hour. Sometimes it was just a few minutes before it would get to me. And so uncomfortable. It wasn't always once I got the other bed, it wasn't that. It was just so uncomfortable for me to try to sleep. That was another symptom, And so anyway, when I woke up, I decided, okay, I'm going to make, some more phone calls. And I did all that I needed at phone calls and went to this one urgent care. And the short version of it is the MA. I'm thinking it was the MA, the one that that walks people back to the rooms. She come out and she said, and I was the only person in the waiting room. And I kind of pointed at her at the same time she was coming toward me, and I was doing that come here thing with my finger, she's really nice. I'm really nice too. And she came along, she goes, "Ma'am, you're going straight to the hospital." She goes, "From what I've heard, you need to go straight to the hospital." Because when I walked in, I was short of breath, really bad. I could barely breathe. And the front desk clerk, she told her. And I said, "Okay, thank you. I will go directly to the hospital." She said, are you okay to drive? I said, I'm okay to drive. She said, good, take yourself right to the hospital. I went to the hospital, but it took a while to get, not from them. I didn't ask them because of everything that was going on. But I called the ones I should call. A smart aleck woman said, Google it. I said, yeah, what is your name? And she wouldn't give it to me. I said, what is your name? She started talking. Will you call? I said, what is your name? No, you don't tell a patient who's telling you that they were told that it's probably your heart. That's what that woman told me. There's something wrong with your heart. You don't tell them, Google it. I wanted her name. She finally gave it to me. And then, I called a different one, and the guy started. I said, what is this? Can I just get the name of the place from any of you? And he goes, maybe it's in the address. Where do I go? I know they each do different things. Which one do I go to? I was so upset by then. He goes, and he gave me the address, I said, thank you. And I, put it in GPS and went there. Got there, and they took me back almost all right away. Put me on Lasix. And what a relief. What an unbelievable relief. I was able to walk with no problem. I was able to do so many things since then. That was just last night. It's 3:18 right now. But I was able to do so much that I wasn't able to do all this time because it basically, from yesterday morning to this morning, almost 5 pounds off of fluid. You see? So, and I have to take these, like I said, I've made more than one video today. I'm repeating myself, but that's okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, what all of this stuff. So, but I'm doing this for a different channel. I have a channel that I'm basically using for all the health things that have been going on, but not all of them. Sometimes I put a video on a different channel. I've been making videos on YouTube, my original channel, over 10 years, so I have more than one channel. But yeah, different ways to kind of, what happened to that fence? Probably those crazy winds we had the other day. When was that? That was Monday or Tuesday. Today is Friday. I don't know which day it was. Had so much going on this week. You wouldn't believe how much going on this week. Going on with my life altogether during these 2.5 years. 2.5 years. During these almost 2 years. Yeah. When it rains, it pours. So, it's been pouring. Yep. But I'm going to go home and I'd asked the doctor, when do I take the medication? I would think 12 hours later. I don't know. He said you can take it in the morning or in the evening, whichever one. So I think I'll take it now because, yeah, I did start. Oh, poor thing, poor animal. I did start to feel a little bit. Anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up. Talk to you on another video. Bye.